Dear viewers, do you know that a lot of global shares right now are available at attractive level? To give it in a perspective, stocks like global giants like Google corrected by more than 25% in May to June-July market correction. Not only Google, shares like Amazon corrected by more than 37%, Facebook corrected by more than 50%. Yeah, I am not telling that you should just invest blindly in Facebook, Amazon and all, but just to give it in a perspective that shares like Google are now available at a PE ratio of only 19. So after this market corrections, global shares are available at great price. So in this video, I'll share how you can invest in a curated portfolio of quality global shares in only single click and what are the benefits of investing on it. I am Prasenjit Paul, author of the best-selling book How to Avoid Loss and Earn Consistently in the Stock Market, which is still the highest rated book written by any Indian author in the Indian stock market. You can collect the book from Amazon, and while you are purchased, make sure to check the seller name as Paul Asset to get the latest updated version of the book. First, let's understand whether it is a good time or not to invest in global shares. So this is a chart of S&P 500. So as in India, we have this Nifty 50, Sensex, this index. So similarly, this is the chart. This is the global index S&P 500. So as we can see, like this is 2020. So the stock market, the crashed a lot during COVID period, but then it sharply recovered. Not only that, so since 2020, April 2020, after that till 2021, the market witnessed a sharp rally. After that sharp rally, from here on, as you can see, this is the market peak, and from here on, this market started correcting till date. So from the peak of this early 2022, the US market, the global market already corrected by around 23%. Now, let's have a look at the previous market correction in S&P 500 index. So here is a nice data from 1950 to till date, and this is the start and end date of the bear market, and here is the correction, and here is the how long the correction lasted. So since 1956 to 2022 we have the data, and if you follow this month, so how long the bear market lasted, you will find an interesting result that since 1990 there are only two instances where the bear market lasted longer. So back in 2007 and 2008 market crash, the bear market lasted for 17 months, and then once again another time from 2000 to 2002 bear market lasted for 30 months. Apart from these two instances, in all other cases, like bear market lasted for 3 months, then 2.9 months, 1.5 months, then here again 5 months, 3 months, 1.1 months, then here is this current one, the 5.4 months. So now it is already 6 or 7 months in the bear market. So the current bear market started back in January 2022, and it is now end of July, or at the beginning of August. We can safely say that the bear market already lasted for 7 to 8 months. So from this data, what we can say, obviously we can't say that the correction is over, the market will rebound sharply. What we can say is that right now the market is reasonably valued, and it can be a fairly good time to invest in global shares. So we can conclude that as of July, August 2022, US market is reasonably valued. It is a pretty good time to start investing in global shares. There is another interesting benefit of investing in US market, which is a currency depreciation benefit. As we all know that historically Indian currency depreciated against US dollar. So if you remember back in 2010 or something like that, the 1 USD was 65 INR, then from 65 it jumped to 70, then from 70 it went to 72, 74, and now it is almost at 80. So it means if you had invested in US market, so say for example 1 year ago while US dollar was around 73, 74, and back then if you had invested in any particular share worth rupees 1 USD, and now you are selling that particular share, and if I assume that there was no appreciation in the share price of that particular company, still you gain about 8 to 9 to 10%. It means, so back in 2021 or maybe 2020, $1 was worth 73, 74 kind of in INR value, but if you sell a US stock today and if you bring it back that currency and if you convert that currency into Indian rupees, it is now worth 80 rupees. So it means even although if in the last 1 year, if your investment didn't even appreciate, still just because of this currency depreciation benefit, you still gain by around 10%, which is very interesting. Historically, as we had noticed, Indian currency depreciated against the US dollar. So in future as well, obviously there is a risk, like what if the Indian currency turns to 50 or 60 against US dollar. As per the history or historically what we have noticed, so we can safely assume that over the next 2, 3, 4 years period, I don't think USD will, I mean Indian currency will appreciate. So over the next 2, 3 years, I don't think 1 USD will turn into 50, 60 INR. Rather, it can from 80 rupees, it can even move to 85, 86 or maybe 90 over the next 4, 5 years. Remember, there is an upper limit of remittance value. As per RBI LRS guidance, so one Indian individual can remit up to 250,000 US dollar. So if we convert 250,000 US dollar into Indian currency, it turns around 2 crore. So 2 crore per year is sufficiently enough. So frankly speaking, I even don't invest more than 2 crore per year into the global market or like in US market or anywhere in the global market. So 250,000 per year limit, you can invest up to 250,000 per year. So that is fairly enough limit. So I don't think that should create any problem to anyone. Let's understand how you can replicate my global portfolio with just one click. So we have partnered with Vested Finance to offer you this unique feature. So multiple times, like many investors ask, like what if Vested Finance itself shut down? Vested Finance is actually a platform. So even if the Vested shuts down, then also your money is completely safe because your shares remains with the custodian. And most importantly, even actually Vested is partnered with Dry Wealth LLC and US brokerage company to offer you this platform. So even at the worst possible case, even if this Dry Wealth LLC shut down, then insurance, the security kicks in. SIPC insurance is that is as up to 5 lakhs USD. 5 lakhs USD turns around 4 crore in INR value. So 4 crore Indian rupees is still a pretty big amount. So your investment is protected up to 4 crores of Indian rupees. So even personally, I don't think Vested, there will be any reason for the Vested Finance to shut down. So from my point of view, as I am using Vested platform since the last 2 years, and I find it quite safe and quite user friendly. So you can also try out. Now let's have a look at the screen how you can create an account in Vested Finance and you can replicate my global portfolio with just a single click, that too with completely zero brokerage. Visit this URL prasenjitpaul.vested.co.in. I have also shared this URL into the description box, so you can simply click from description box as well. So once you visit prasenjitpaul.vested.co.in, here you will find there are two options: start investing and continue with Vested. So if you don't have any existing account in Vested, so you need to click on start investing and then you can create your account using email ID, password and so on. If you already have an Vested account, so you can continue with Vested. So opening an account is similar like opening a trading account in global market. So after creating an account like email, password and all, you need to provide your KYC documents, same like the PAN card and address proof and Aadhaar and all. So once your account is active, now you need to fund your account. You need to transfer fund for investing in shares. So this is my Vested Finance account. I have already logged in. Now to transfer fund, simply need to click on the transfer. You can see there are two options like add funds and withdraw funds. So I need to click on add funds. So from add funds, there are two options. First one is the traditional method, which is a very lengthy process, but the best option is with the Vested Direct. So Vested Direct is simply a bank account with State Bank of Mauritius. You can open that SBM bank account from this platform itself, and how it works is like from your Indian bank account, from your existing Indian bank account, you can transfer fund from NEFT or RTGS or IMPS to this vested direct bank account. So vested direct bank account is a bank account of SBM Bank, and from this vested direct bank account, I mean still the amount is in INR. So from here on, so then once you transfer the fund to vested US account for investing, then automatically the currency will transfer from Indian currency, it will convert it into dollar. So in fact, in the vested SBM Bank, the vested direct account, the savings account interest rate is much higher than the normal PSU bank. So normally, preferably, I always kept some fund in vested direct account, and as required I transfer it to my vested US account. Let's understand how you can replicate my global portfolio with just a single click. For that, there is an annual subscription which costs 9,999 per year. Obviously, from this vested finance account, you can invest as per your choice of shares, like be it Amazon, Google, and whatever as per your choice. But if you want to replicate my portfolio, then the subscription price or the advisory charge is 9,999. After that, there is no such brokerage charge or no such transaction cost. In fact, account opening cost is zero from this vested platform. Now let's scroll down and you will find Prasenjit Paul's Global Vest. Once you enter, you will find there is buy, sell, and create recurring investment. Create recurring investment means, suppose you are planning to invest $100 in every month, so then that feature is beneficial. Otherwise, now I'll click on the buy button. So after clicking buy button, you will find this kind of page. And now let's say, for example, I am willing to invest $100. The minimum you can invest is $50. So once I put 100, you will find, so right now these are the shares, those are in my portfolio. So here with the 100, you will find there is some allocation weightage, like this, the first one I have the weightage of 12.27%, then the second one is 9.74%. So automatically based on the weightage, you will find the number of shares. And another interesting point in US investing is like this: in India we can only invest in 1 share, 2 share in whole full number, but in US you can invest in 0.5 quantity, 0.1, 0.2, and so on. So here you can see with $100, this is the breakup. So automatically once you place buy order, so this fractional shares or this, as per this allocation, your entire 100 will be utilized. Once if I put, like say for example anything 200 or 2000, then you will find automatically, so here is a list, automatically 2.15 share, 3.4 shares, automatically these are coming. There is another thing that you need to know, this is rebalance. So here you can see there is a rebalance update is available. I didn't rebalance yet so that I can show you how exactly rebalance works. So rebalance is nothing. Say for example, I have 10 stocks in my portfolio, and from those 10 stocks, I want to increase allocation in the first one, I want to decrease allocation in the second stock, I might need to completely exit from a particular stock, and then I might need to add a particular stock. So all this comes under rebalance, and whenever the portfolio is rebalanced, you will receive an email update. From that rebalance, you can just click on the view. Here is the rebalance, what you are buying and what you are selling. You will find this entire detailed list. So here is for the first share, current weightage is 8.3%. so then it will change by this much percent, and there's a complete list. And once you click on the place order, automatically the portfolio will be synced to my global portfolio. So it is very easy to replicate my global portfolio with just a single click. Moreover, the market is attractive enough right now, as I have shared in the beginning of the video itself, that this is a pretty good time to invest, to start allocating in the global shares. Then there is also currency depreciation benefit. If you have any queries or if you want to share any kind of feedback, you can write down in the comment section. You can also share your views, what kind of video you are expecting from me in this channel. That also kindly write it down below. If you learned something new from this video, kindly press the like button, and if you want to receive similar insightful video in the coming days, make sure to subscribe and click the all notification button. That's it as on today. I'll come with another insightful video on some other day. Till then, happy investing.